Hi students, in this video tutorial I want to talk about the principles of digital design module. I'm going to walk you through each one of the required assignments and make sure you guys understand how to locate the assignments as well as what's expected of you. Now I do apologize about the sound that you may hear in the background. That is my son playing an instrument, but I'm going to move forward in the video. So we do have 9 pages of content for this module. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The first thing you're going to see when you go through the module content is going to be your essential questions and your key terms. So please make sure that you put your mouse on each one of the key terms, read them, know them, understand them, be able to use those words in a sentence. So what you're going to be learning about in this module is the importance of being an ethical user of information. You're also going to be looking at the phases of website development. What is copyright? What is patent, trademark, plagiarism? All of those vocabulary words you do need to be familiar with and understand them. Why does a student need to know about fair use? What are the benefits of Creative Commons licenses and the elements of design? So these are the questions you want to be able to answer at the end of the module. So the first assignment is the What's Mine discussion. And for this discussion, what you're going to do is you're going to have to watch a video. It's called What's Mine Isn't Necessarily Yours. Once you watch the video, you want to discuss the following questions here. The first one is, why do you think the teacher wants to talk to the student? Do you think the student took the wrong approach to her presentation? Then I want you to list the things that you think she did wrong. Okay, that's very important. And then, is using her brother's movie acceptable or is it unacceptable? And then you want to tell why. Okay, so there's multiple questions to this discussion. And then the last question is, what could the student have done differently? So multiple parts to this discussion. Make sure you hit each one of those questions and answer them thoroughly. Of course, the way that you get to your discussion Dropbox is by selecting modules and then locating the name of the module and then going down to the name of the assignment, okay? Now, I did put the link to the video here so you guys can click the link that says click here. You can find this presentation within the live learning sessions module, okay? So you can definitely click that. Also, make sure for your discussions, if you're not familiar with the requirements, check out the SMORE newsletter, which is smore.com/JFEB6. Check out that newsletter for more details about the requirements for each discussion. But the main thing is you want to respond to the original post and also respond to 2 classmates thoroughly and add a resource with your responses to your classmates. And if you don't know what a resource is, again, check out the SMORE newsletter. Next up, we have Teens and Copyright Assignment. This is an FBLA Spotlight assignment. Let's go ahead and read the directions. It says, for FBLA or your FBLA has been asked to present at your local middle school on a topic of teens and copyright. So that's the topic that you've been asked to present on. You're going to create a presentation and you can use any software of your choice. So it does not have to be PowerPoint or Google Slides. It can be any animated presentation software that you want to use. So you're going to use whichever presentation tool that you want to explain copyright terms and situations that might pertain to middle school students. So I want you guys to define the following copyright terms. You have intellectual property, copyright, public domain, fair use, Creative Commons, piracy, citing sources, as well as plagiarism. So those are the terms that you want to make sure you define throughout your presentation. Think of activities that middle school students might participate in where they may or may not follow copyright, okay? You want to, for at least 4 of these terms, you want to provide a real-world example. That's very important. For at least 4 terms, you want to provide a real-world example that applies to the definition. And you want to explain the proper reaction to the example based on the proper copyright action. So you may have to do a little research for this. For example, The real world example might be posting a link to a YouTube video of your favorite popular song on a Facebook page. The reaction would be that it breaks copyright because more than likely the video is not a legal posting of the proper or popular song. And the creator would be losing money because people would be able to listen to their song without purchasing it. Okay, you want to also make sure that you cite any sources used in your presentation. When you're citing, you do want to use proper MLA formatting. You're going to submit your assignment to the correct Dropbox when you're done. So that means you're going to go to modules within Canvas, locate the name of the module, okay, and then locate the name of the assignment. And you want to submit your assignment. Then you have your quiz, and as always, you're going to get 10 multiple choice questions on your quiz, 35 minutes to complete the quiz. And please make sure that you guys go back through the content and go back through your discussions and assignments before you take the quiz to ensure that you are doing well and scoring well on each quiz. So under the modules option within Canvas, again, you want to locate the name of the module, which is Principles of Digital Design, and then locate the name of the quiz. Select the quiz to get started on this assignment. And then lastly, you have your final project, which is called Create a Website Project. Let's take a look at the requirements for this assignment. The instructions tell you to revisit the website planning handout. So this handout is also referred to as your storyboard. You downloaded this at the end of the previous module, Introduction to Web and Digital Design. So if you don't remember, refer back to what you did in the previous module. But again, the name of the handout is Website Planning. It's also referred to Storyboard. So what we want you to do is to upload or update, the storyboard to reflect design changes that you wish to make to your course website. So think about making changes to the color of your website, the different text and fonts and so forth. So we want you to just go through and make some changes to the overall design of your website, okay? Also, it's very important that you guys remove any elements that are automatically on your site when you created it. So if there are pictures and things that you don't need that have nothing to do with your assignment and what you're trying to create, you want to make sure you delete those items. Make the appropriate changes to your web page that was created at the end of the previous module, and then you're going to submit the completed assignment. So not only do you want to submit your storyboard, but you also want to submit the link to your website each time so that I can go through and grade it and see your changes. So on the storyboard, you're just going to write out some changes that you made, and you can also add screenshots that show me the changes that you're describing on the lines of the handout or your storyboard. So you're going to write it and you're going to provide screenshots to show me what you changed. So just go through all your pages, make changes, provide me with the screenshots and the text on the handout that describes what you changed. To access the Dropbox, you're going to go to Modules, okay, within Canvas, locate the name of the module, and then locate the project, which is Create a Website Project, and go ahead and attach your work. As a reminder, as of spring 2021, Georgia Virtual School has given you guys an awesome checklist. So we've created these checklists for all of the classes. So what you want to do is you want to go to the Home tab within Canvas, and you want to locate your class resources quick link. Under that quick link, you need to locate your course checklist. Go ahead and click on that checklist, download it, save it to your computer, print it out, because this is going to be so important. It's going to be a guide for you to write down your due dates for each one of the assignments. And of course, these dates are populated on your Canvas calendar. Once you complete the assignment, you can list the completed date, and you have the names of the assignments in the middle. And if there are any assignments that are omitted for that particular module, those assignments will be listed on the right hand side. So that's very important too. Make sure you do not do the assignments that are reduced or omitted, okay? And last but not least, I want to remind you guys about the handouts and the resources within Canvas within the module content. Anytime you see anything that says learn more or handouts, resources, please make sure that you are clicking on all of the links throughout the module so that you can learn. Even if the assignment is not required, you still want to go through the information. You can also listen to each page of the content. So if you prefer to have the read aloud option on, then go ahead and hit play and it will read the content to you. Also, if you have any rubrics within the course, please make sure that you follow those rubrics to ensure that you are doing your very best to meet the requirements for each assignment. This concludes the video tutorial on the Principles of Digital Design module. If you guys have any further questions, please reach out to me and I will be more than happy to assist.